Did you see the video of the special needs student who made a three-pointer in a game near Eugene?
We found it pretty compelling, and we wanted to learn more about the backstory. So we sent News Channel 8's Pat Doris, who drove 2 hours each way to get some answers, and I know, Pat, that it was worth the drive.
Well, guys, some pretty amazing people were down there. They embraced a special needs teen and allowed him to hit the shot of his life.
Which one?
We'd like to think that life is as fair as gardening. Put in the work, harvest the bounty. But life is not fair.
Not really.
It's not fair that Valet Alloway was born with special needs.
That one was
Not fair that it's hard for him to talk as fast as others.
slow.
Not fair that his body cannot keep up with his love of sports.
I like to be on the basketball team.
Not fair at all.
Are you going to let what is the negative things in your life, are you going to let them define you, or are you going to let them refine you?
Ray White pushes back against the unfairness of the world. He's Valet's special needs teacher.
Oh, he's fabulous.
For 4 years,
I see Valet for 3 or 4 hours a day.
he's guided Valet,
I really say stick to it, follow through on something. It will make a difference if you do that.
urged him to keep trying.
Just encouraged him to stick it out, and he did.
His parents were there too.
Every night when he showed some frustration, I talked to him about be grateful that you have the opportunity to be part of the team.
Sylvia and Kenny Alloway adopted Valet from an orphanage in Mexico. They're not sure what led to his mental impairment. They suspect malnutrition as an infant. But he loves basketball, and they've encouraged him. Over the last 4 years, he's mostly ridden the bench for the second JV team at Harrison High School.
Comes to practice, he participates. He doesn't get into the JV2 games very often.
His skills simply were not at the level of his teammates. And in an unfair world, that would be that.
What I said is, Valet, you're not dressing JV2 against Toledo. And he goes, I go, you're dressing varsity.
There are moments
The whole team just embraced it.
when we can push back against the unfairness of the world. That happened last Saturday inside this gym.
We, as a team, felt he needed to get into the game, especially on senior night. It was just so loud, and it was an amazing experience.
With 3 minutes to go and Harrisburg ahead of Toledo by 31 points, the two coaches talked.
I have a special needs young man who's a senior. I want to get him into the game, and I was wondering, can we get some shots for him?
Toledo's coach agreed. Suddenly the game became about a lot more than basketball. Valet's mom watched from the stands.
I was getting anxious and it was very exciting.
Ray White was there too, shooting video on his phone.
Right when Valet went in, you could see by the video that the whole crowd was just excited because it hadn't happened, you know?
And then Valet's moment arrived. Valet hit the very first shot he ever took in a varsity basketball game. A three-pointer, no less. Something worth seeing again. And again. And again.
It's awesome.
For one moment, on one night, life felt a little more fair, a little more hopeful for Valet Alloway and anyone else who ever wished the world was a little bit better. The Harrisburg Eagles start the playoffs tonight against Cresswell. Valet will not be part of the varsity team. Coach Crabb says that was a special moment reserved for senior night. Guys?
So great to see. Makes you misty-eyed in a good way. Thank you, Pat.
I loved that story. Where's the Kleenex?